As I saw some similarity to what I had experienced in Miami, which, if you're familiar with sea level rise, Miami's right on the front lines. It has more real estate and asset exposure than any city in the world next to Guangzhou, China. So it's a serious, serious issue, and that's the one, because Florida and Miami so real estate focused, people focus on. These are just some of our sponsors. You may know Carnival Cruise Line, the biggest cruise line in the world, which is not the most sustainable company, but this is, KPMG, this is, different investment funds, all the Cayman Islands, Haiti Partners, City of Orlando. My point in showing you this is some of the partners that we work with. So, my inspiration and why I'm here is to tell you we want to do something similar in Kiev, and we want to do this in October. A global event where we can help elevate, similar to how we started in Miami 10 years ago, elevate the leaders in CSR and social impact. Some of you who are here tonight, put them on stage with other global leaders and show everyone else in Ukraine and everyone else in Kiev that, first of all, there's great people doing great things here on a global basis, on a very high level, but also to inform and educate how things are going in Western Europe and other parts of the world and the United States. And hopefully this collaboration can lead to an acceleration of this process, because I'm a big believer that the future economy, a lot of that growth is going to be based on sustainability. Business is about solving problems. The bigger the problem, the bigger the monetary opportunity. We have humongous social and environmental problems. Governments are broke around the world. They don't have the money to fix it. They need help. That's why business has to be involved. And if you want the younger people to work for your company for 20 years, you have to be a good social actor, or they're not going to want to do it. We're seeing this in the US, I'm seeing this around the world. The younger people, the 25 and 30-year-olds, want to work for a company they feel good about. So if you're not doing all you can for your community, this is the best marketing in the world for companies to do this. The other thing we're doing is going to have international investors come to Ukraine. Kiev and Ukraine needs more foreign direct investment. It's not a perfect analogy, but Poland received a lot of foreign direct investment. It really helped their economy. We need to do the same thing in Ukraine. We can make some progress about it, but we need more foreign investors here, and we want to tell a great, great story about what's going on in Ukraine. The event is called, and it's more than an event, I'll mention two other quick pieces, and then I know I've run over my time. The concept is Opportunity 2030 Ukraine. Opportunity 2030 Ukraine. We want to focus 10 years down the road, and we want to work backwards to figure out, okay, how do we get to where we want to be, where there's a harmony between the economy, social issues, and the environment, bringing these things together, but with business and environment driving it. That's the key, and that's what's happening around the world. It's business and investment that's going to drive attaining social and environmental goals. If you're familiar, 2030 is a big year for the UN as well. A lot of their goals are focused, so we're in conjunction and in collaboration with those goals. Final two things. We're not just doing a large event. We'll be creating working groups starting in the next month to focus on issues like empowering women, and especially through investment, the environment, waste, all these different sub-issues, which is important to have working groups. These working groups will lead into the big event, talk about the progress they're making, connect with global peers. The final piece that we're also launching in the next month is an online magazine, and I'm really excited about this. I'll just show you an example of another group in the United States that does something similar. And I promise this will be the end of my long soliloquy. Hopefully, it's a friend of mine, Joel and McInerney, and he does a great job with an online magazine, which is a global online magazine. What we're going to do is replicate the same format, but guess what? We're going to have stories about Germany, Ukraine, stories about United States, Ukraine. This is the very best way to elevate how people view what's going on in Ukraine around the world, which is to put Ukraine alongside the rest of the global community on the same level and talk about, I'll call them the rock stars, the superstars in Ukraine. They're doing incredible work in social impact and environment, along with the rock stars around the world. That's the best way to help brand Ukraine, get people excited about Ukraine, get investment excited about Ukraine, culminating in the big event that we'll do in October with the working groups presenting their findings. So this is the vision, Opportunity 2030 Ukraine. I'm super excited about this vision. It's not going to happen just with me and my colleague Victoria. Not going to happen. It's not going to happen with the wonderful Natalia, who's already seen this vision and really wants to figure out how we can do it. Not going to happen. We're going to need a lot of angels. We're going to need a lot of people who believe in this vision, who really believe we can put this together. But you know, I'm certainly willing to put my time, my effort, already spent money on this to get it to this stage. But we need more folks. So if you can keep us in mind, you know, we'll need kind of all sorts of different help to fulfill this global vision. But we want it to be, you know, at the very highest level. We don't think the way is to start small and build up. We want to come out with a POW. We know that that really attracts the philanthropists that we're going to need to get on board and the companies to be on board. So I guess I'll leave just 30 seconds for a quick question, and I thank you for being very patient and allowing me so much of your time. If anyone has a quick question, I'd be happy to tell you more. Wow, either I was really good or really bad. So anyway, yes.
So you will do a conference here?
Yes.
Bristol and Verso.
Conference in one piece in October. We're finalizing dates, over 150 speakers, a combination of Ukraine's leaders and global leaders. But that's only one piece, and the idea is to do this conference every year. It'll be the anchor, but to have these continuing networks going and constantly just spiraling up in, you know, doing discovery, figuring out how do we, you know, how do we solve these issues, and making bigger and bigger spirals so that we can solve these issues, because the issues are getting greater, right? We can't be stagnant. We can't be static. We need these working groups to be bigger and bigger. This is all a drumbeat, the conference, the working groups, the online magazine. That drum starts beating louder, you get the attention of philanthropists, you get the attention of very, very important people in this country who say, you know what, I need to do more. I need to be part of this. That's the goal.
Thank you, John.
Thank you.